I was talking to one of my friends, yeah, and they were like, "Yo, as they grow up, they find it so much better just for their mental health and even physical health. It's like to find stress relievers to do."
Yeah, 100%.
Obviously, I don't want to. I want to ask you, but I know one of yours is probably gym. But do you have like any? Do
100%.
you have like any other stress relievers? And just talk about
Traveling.
how
Traveling, man.
what is stress to you? Because what stress to me could be different to you. And why do you think it's so important to kind of like do these things? Just
Oh,
yeah,
stress.
because I feel like it's
I
a
don't
dope
know.
conversation to just have.
Yeah, especially at our age.
Yeah, because
And our
a
time
lot
in
of
life.
people are going through so many different things,
Oh yeah,
and we
100%.
like to undermine it. It's like
And
you
people
know,
don't
yeah,
really speak about it. Even
yeah.
me myself, I don't really speak about it because I don't. I feel like it's just part of life, isn't it?
Yeah. And we're
It
in that.
is.
If it doesn't kill me, and that's not true, you know, because it can sneak up on you. It can sneak up
Yeah,
on you.
but it's just
Yeah.
how tough. It's just how tough you think you are, man.
Mm.
At the end of the day. But what's stress? I don't know. Stress is to me is just something that can really like overwhelm you
Mm.
to the point whereby it affects you negatively, sort of. But stress can be good and bad though.
Okay. Yeah. Talk about it.
And the reason why I say that is because, for example, exercise on your body is stress. You know, like
Yeah.
it's actually stress to your muscles. Like I'm like anytime I'm explaining it to people in my profession, I tell them exercise is actually stress. Like strength training is stress to your body,
Yeah.
but we know that once you do that resistance training, that's stress on your muscles. Eventually, your muscles adapt to it and then get stronger from it. So it can be. I see it can be good and bad. But yeah, as I mentioned, yeah. So I think stress is just something that it's just something that overwhelms you
Yeah.
because it's normally because for something to stress you is more than what you can sort of handle at that point in time.
Yeah.
But obviously, I'm guessing you're talking from a negative aspect.
Yeah.
Yeah, yes. So to me, it's like, yeah, man, gym especially. Like I was speaking to. It's funny, yeah. I'll say the main two, gym and traveling. One of them used to be retail therapy, but I stopped that because that is not it's not good.
Yeah.
It's not really
Yeah.
it's that I put
It's
that
a temporary fix.
yeah, I put that as I put retail therapy in the same category as people that take drugs.
Yeah. I get what you mean.
I put
I
in
get what you mean.
my world
I get
in
what
my
you mean.
world
I definitely get what
because
you mean.
as I keep mentioning the things that I want to do in the future, if I keep resorting to retail therapy,
Yeah.
it's going to be stopping me long term,
Yeah.
and it will just be a recurring cycle. Is that
Yeah.
someone that's on drugs, that's sniffing coke, that's getting high because they're chasing the high
Yeah.
to relieve them of stress or take their mind off
Yeah.
things, and then when you come back down,
It's not actually fixing
it
the
hasn't
issue.
fixed anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's why retail therapy I stopped that. But yeah, the reason why I say gym and traveling, gym, I just feel like I just feel different. Like my mind just clears up. I can be. There's been times whereby I'm stressed, or sometimes my mind. I'm someone that I think a lot. Like my mind will just
You
wander.
overthink. Yeah.
Yeah, I might tend to overthink situations, or I try and outthink what's gonna happen in the situation, if that makes sense. So I'm trying to be 2, 3 steps ahead.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
but then that can mess me up sort of mentally to the point whereby
You're trying to calculate every possible outcome.
yeah, and seeing okay, if this happens, then okay, then I'll go down this road. If this happens, then I'll go down this road. So when I go gym, I can be going through something like that. I go gym, my mind clears.
Why do
And
you think
that
you do
helps my
that? Sorry.
thinking.
Why do you think? Because there's a reason. Why do you think you personally try to overthink or calculate? Is it
Because I want to do everything
yeah,
right.
Is it a control thing? Like you like being in control?
Yeah, I
Okay.
want to be in control of situations. I don't like rushing or yeah, man. Because you want the best sort of outcome, and especially like the way I think in terms of life. Like for me, as I keep mentioning, everything I do, I'm trying to make sure that in the future, when I want to do certain things, yeah, it sort of allows it to be a lot easier.
Yeah.
Because I'm trying to think a lot more long term. As I mentioned, the retail therapy I stopped because that's just short term. Now I'm trying to think long term with literally everything.
Everything you do, that's dope.
But yeah, the gym thing helps a lot. And I was saying to someone, like one of my patients, funny enough, I was like, because I heard someone say to me that they don't feel too confident going to the gym.
Yeah, I heard that a
And
lot. Yeah.
I hear that a lot. especially from women. Like actually, a woman actually told me that.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I'd have thought her.
And this is a grown woman, 53-year-old, like in her 50s, grown woman.
Good for her, man.
And she said that she goes to classes. This is why you see a lot of women in classes. Because it's a thing of whereby some of them aren't confident enough to just go to a gym by themselves and do what they need to do.
Yeah, they feel embarrassed. For whatever reason.
Yeah, for whatever reason. And I 100% understand. But for me, it's like when I'm in the gym, it's almost like a safe space. So even when I'm so I can't lie, I be going. I go ham in the gym.
Now speak on it because I can see how you're smiling. So I can see it's definitely good for your mental health.
I go ham in the gym. Yeah, so I'm at sweat a lot, right?
Wait.
And I can see people, maybe one or two people might be looking at me like, and you know, when people might look at someone and like, wow, he's
this
doing
guy's
a lot.
going through something. What's he running away from?
But then in my head it's like I can see them, and that's another thing as well. I'm maybe like I can always see what's in the corner of my eye or who's looking at me. It's just naturally how I am in that. If someone's looking at me, I can feel it. But in my head, I'm like, cool. Like, let them look at me. I'm in the gym for myself. If you're going to a gym to be looking at people, like to me, that's a bit weird. But yeah, that's just me in it. So yeah, gym's one of them for sure because I can just clear my mind. It helps to clear my mind, and that allows me to make better decisions. I find. And then the other one is traveling, just because changing the scenery that you're in helps.
That's good,
for me personally, because obviously the way I live now, I'm very sort of everything's very like repetitive, very, very consistent.
Yeah.
But that's
yeah. They don't talk about that, you know. When you go into your adult life, you're a lot less spontaneous because you have responsibilities, which isn't necessarily a bad thing.
I wouldn't even say, and this is a conversation, another separate conversation in itself. That I don't even say technically we don't really have that much responsibility if we're being serious. Like we don't really have bills. I don't really have that many bills to pay, but obviously I have contributions that I make.
I get what you mean.
Compared to like we're like semi-adults, I'll say.
Yeah, because the stages of adulthood, we're still in the early stages. Yeah, you're right.
So, but I would say that because I'm trying to build and I've learned to be more consistent, because that's the only way in terms of staying disciplined. Being disciplined, one of the things that when you're disciplined, you're consistent. Because over time, like you're building a foundation, sort of. Yeah. So now, because I'm so repetitive, sometimes that alone can just be tiring. Because you're just doing the same thing over and over.
Do you think that routine of gym helps you in your day-to-day stuff, or just like
100%?
People always say motivation, but like you said, discipline will always trump motivation. I
have the same. Look, this is everything. This is what I do every day, literally Monday to Friday. Yeah, obviously I wake up, cool, go work, whatever. Finish work at 4. After work, go home, eat, nap for like 2 hours, and then I go gym. Obviously, within that time, I might be looking at my phone. I don't know. I might be buying trainers or whatever and whatnot for that other side hustle, whatever. And then after I go gym, so I normally go gym between 8 o'clock, finish 10, come home, shower, sleep, and same again every day.
Monday to Friday. You eat after gym as well?
Nah, so I don't eat after gym.
Oh,
yeah, I don't eat after gym. I don't eat until the next morning because I find that when I was eating late, it was fucking up my belly, man.
Yeah, I go what you mean.
So and I was waking up like feeling like groggy. So
not even like a snack or like a.
I didn't like the feeling. I'd rather wake up in the morning hungry, so I can just start my day. But yeah. So I do that same thing every day. So sometimes it's funny.
I envy you. I don't have discipline like that. That's my biggest issue.
Do you know what's so annoying? Do you know what's so funny but annoying at the same time? Sometimes is I will have, let's say like I might be for example, my phone's on D&D. Yeah. I know people are gonna be like, "Oh, D&D, what is it?" Imagine, yeah. I'll be so. And anytime someone calls me, it'll go straight to voicemail, obviously. Yeah. So let's say, for example, I might be having a conversation with a girl, yeah, and then she might no. This is actually real stuff. She thinks she was like, oh, like, why are you answering your phone? Like, where are you? Yeah. I'm like, bro. I've said this to quite a few people. I'm like, bro, listen, there's no rocket science to how I am. I do the same thing Monday to Friday. Literally, every day I'm doing the same thing. There's no rocket science. So if you call me between 5 and 7, I'm probably sleeping. if you when you try to call me at, I don't know, around 9 o'clock, I'm in the gym, so there's no difference. You call me
get what you
late,
mean.
you call me late night, I might answer because
Man,
obviously I have that time on my phone where between like 11 and 1 o'clock or half 12
Yeah.
where I'm on my phone, and then that's it. I'm back to sleep,
sleep.
and that's the same thing I do Monday to Friday. But yeah, like that's my way of coping with stress, really.
No, that's dope. I like that story. What's mine? I'd say Ben can probably vouch for this. Mine is just doing different things. I think one thing about me is day to day, week to week, you see Stephen in a place you wouldn't imagine him to be. But that's because, like Ben, sort of, I like to change my
Scenery.
change my scenery, change my environment, because I believe we're on this earth only for a limited time. None of us know when we'll leave.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I want to actually live. And I've said this before in this podcast, is I believe a lot of us aren't living in this world, we're just existing.
Mm-hmm.
So
What's living though?
so to me, living is trying different things, having new experiences,
Uh-huh.
you know, going out of your way, even if you know you might not like it, to try it. Because I believe that as humans, we're sensory beings. God created us as sensory beings, right?
Yeah.
But I also believe that we were created, also, we know what we came here to procreate and all that, but we were also created to, there are things in life that if we don't try them out, have we actually lived life? Have we got the full experience, I'd say?
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? And I was saying my other part of it as well, you gave to, so I'll give to you. I think my second one would more of just be being around my friends, people I love. I'm someone who...
To be fair, yeah, I should have said that.
Yeah,
Me and the man them hop up
yeah,
like
because
every Friday night.
Yeah, because for me,
Friday night we chill,
it's like
or weekend.
I always believe you need that community around you.
Yeah.
Because when a lot of us stress, I'll go back to what stress means to me later, but when a lot of us stress, our default mechanism is what? Isolate.
I can't lie, that isolation is sweet though.
It can be, but it's
love
not, because you gotta remember that when you isolate, Ben, and you're already in a negative space, think about it. The only voice you're hearing when you're in a negative mood is negative voices. Because that's what your voice is
100%.
projecting. So, yes, there's a good side to isolation. Yeah, you want to work on yourself. But the bad side is you're only hearing the negative sides because that's how you feel in that moment.
And do you know what I do?
Yeah.
Go gym.
Go gym. And that's really my thing, because for me, I've been in those places where I've isolated and I've put myself in such a mess that I wasn't even in before. And my friends will always have to drag me up because they're like, we're here for you. And I think, yeah, like you said, being around people where you don't have to act a certain way, like you work in a corporate world, so maybe Monday to Friday, you're acting like different, you know, because you don't want to fit in, but you have to fit in. So being around people where they know you can just laugh, there's no strings attached, you don't even have to spend money, you know what I'm saying? Those, to me, my best motive till this day, or my biggest fun would be, we have a barbecue, man them come true, there's food, games or something, and maybe some gal come, you know, the simple stuff. I don't have to do a whole show bang, because that to me, what's that? You know what I'm saying? So, and stress to me, what stress is to me is something that is a heavy burden on you that affects your character and affects your emotion. I think that's stress, because I think stress is a burden to everyone, to be honest. Something you're carrying that maybe you know you can't maybe lift, but you can literally feel it upon you, because I can't really put it into words. But I think that's my definition of stress.
But I think there's levels to it though.
Yeah.
I think you go for them. You know when, like, for example, I don't know. Let's say something like, I don't know, like you're trying to make a flight, for example.
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
the
yeah,
short terms, there's little stresses like that.
Yeah.
But then there's other ones where, I don't know, for example, taking them back whereby you have exams.
Oh yeah.
That stress is different. That stress is different.
And going back to the community thing, I think even the Bible says two is better than one, because when one falls, the other one can pick him up. And I always feel like every time I've tried to isolate, sometimes it's worked, but for me, let me just say, for me, most of the time, isolation don't work for me.
Yeah, because I was gonna say sometimes isolation can help. If I'm being honest, but this is just my way of thinking, innit? But my only thing is that community is important, but you need to find the right community as well. I think that's something that's not really said as well, because sometimes some people are just around people just for, I don't know, maybe because you've known them for so long, or maybe because it seems cool to be around them, but that's not like the right community
Or the
really
clout.
for you.
You know,
Yeah.
we've seen some friendships that are
Yeah.
based off clout.
Yeah, of course.
I don't want to say
Of
any,
course,
but
of
it's
course.
just, man.
But it's like you have to realize that. That's why, like, being around like-minded people is so important to me. It's so important.
But I don't, you know, at the same time, I don't think there is something wrong with being around people for clout. But if it's for your business or for your career, I get it. But
but that's still the right community though, because you have the same.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But I'm saying, but let it be known. I think a lot of people
transactional.
Yeah, a lot of people. Me and Ben have spoken on this before. Some relationships and friendships are meant to be transactional, and there's nothing actually inherently wrong with that. But just make it clear what it is, so no one is like confused or hurt in the process. You know what I'm saying? Because we said it before, where the worst thing to do is expect something out of someone and they didn't know their role in your life.
Yeah.
Because when you do that, you can't. It's kind of your fault because you haven't
established that happens to me. That happens with people that are emotional. When you, that's another thing I've learned as well. When people are so quick to attach emotions to things, that's what messes with people. That's what leads people down. I don't know, like when people start stressing. Because, for example, as you mentioned, if you're, I don't know, if you and this person are doing, I don't know, if it's business or whatever some sort of transaction is going on, and you start to attach your emotions, whether it's I really like this person, like this person, like I don't know, I feel like I can be around this person even more, or like this person is someone that's good to have around me, sort of. So you're attaching your emotions to it already.
And some loyalty to it. But is that a bad thing? Is that not natural? Because I feel like whenever I meet someone that I click with, after a while, I'll start to be like, I'm not saying I'll be, but after a while, I'll be like, I'll have more of a fondness towards them.
Of course. But at the same time, I'm never gonna expect someone to like. Yeah. Because I feel like you have to go through experiences with people before you start to really 100%. Understand who they are.
So are you on the plane of you can't mix business and pleasure? And pleasure doesn't have to mean sex. It can just mean like friends, like maybe you go out. You know, maybe you start chilling with this person. Do you know what I'm saying? Or will it muddy the waters?
But it will.
You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah, I get what you're trying to say, but I think you'll sort of learn.
Because let's say God willing, we get to stage amen, where we have our own studio, have our own producers, camera lighting, and then, but maybe it just starts off as a work thing. We only see them when we're filming, but then after a while, some of them like, right.
So I feel like, see, the type of person I am though, when it comes to like work, because like work's work.
No, that's what I'm asking.
I'm not the type of person to go out.
I'm more lenient towards I don't mind chilling with this.
But I feel like this is like something. This is I feel like work's work at the end of the day. I feel like you'll sort of be able to, you're sort of able to gauge it. But I don't know. I'm just weird like that. Like for example, I'm not the type of person that will go out with someone from work. Some people are. But I don't know. I just find it hard because it's like, because my work environment is my work environment, and I'm here to do a job. Once I leave, like everything that's within this environment stays within this environment.
Yeah, I was even talking to my mom about that. So there was a guy that I don't know if I'm not on Twitter, but someone sent it to me or was telling me.
Yeah,
guy was at work, a black guy, and because I don't follow the Shade Brand stuff anymore.
Yeah, same.
But there was a thing, one of my boys on Twitter, he tweeted and it got viral. Shade Brand posted it about black people work etiquette at work. So he was like, oh, don't actually dress smart. Like people actually rate you by how you dress. Go to lunch every day with your colleagues. Try to do after work drinks with them at least once a week.
I'm so happy that this is why it's good to have a multicultural team.
Yeah.
Because we don't. The person, my manager, he's Algerian.
Yeah.
And one of my other colleagues, she's black, and one of them's Asian again, and other white guy. And our team, we're cool with banter, but then when it comes to lunch, for example, like we go our separate ways.
Yeah.
But then we banter and like.
No, but I like that. But obviously, I think what he was trying to say is because he's like in a corporate world, so he was trying to like help people.
That's why I'm happy I'm not in that sort of world.
So
man.
And that's kind of why I'm still tiptoeing about whether I want to go corporate. But he basically said it. So a lot of people agreed, a lot of people disagreed. So the one side of agreed, I would say, was he's not saying you have to do this, but he's saying for a better experience.
I've done it before. Yeah. I've done it before whereby I've gone out. One of the staff, but this because I really rated her.
Yeah.
She was mad genuine. One of the staff where I was working at a place before, she was leaving, and I was upset that she was leaving because she was a good person to have in the team, and she was having a go on away drinks, and I wasn't gonna go. But then she was like, "Make sure you're there," because I had a half day that day, and I was like, "Do you know what?" I sort of felt bad. I actually felt bad because in my head I was like, "Oh, I'm not gonna go," but I was saying I'm gonna go. But you know them ones. But then I thought, "Do you know what? Fuck it. Like, let me just like turn up, sort of." Have 1, 2. I said, let me just have 1, 2 drinks. These men were bringing me bare drinks. I ended up I basically overstayed how long I expected to stay.
You wanted to stay. But did you have fun though?
Yeah, no, it was mad cool. It was mad cool because I was on Liverpool Street.
So that's why sometimes
So sometimes it's like it's a good and it's different experience, isn't it? Because obviously, and even I found this is one thing I'm trying to do as well, because this helps as well. Like you basically said it, to be fair, is trying new experiences, right? So obviously, when you're with when you're with the man that you know sort of since school, like everything that like we're from the same area, sort of, we have the same sort of way of thinking.
Yeah.
And we like to do the same stuff.
Yeah, you're always
so sometimes it's like in my head, I want to try other stuff
because life gets still. It does.
It does. And I'll be so real. There's times whereby obviously, like I mentioned, I'm doing the same thing Monday to Friday. I want to do something different.
Switch it up, yeah.
So then I want to try a different shit. So yeah, sometimes that's why sometimes I might go out with, for example, Janaea, because then I can do that other shit, like for example, go to a podcast live show or
or like that brunch thing
or theatre, or that brunch thing sort of.
Yeah,
even on me and her went to see you know the Black Boys.
Don't Cry.
That one. We saw that one.
I went to a theatre. It's lit, bro. I can't lie.
That show was one of the best shows that I actually seen.
We watched Charlie and the Chocolate Factory.
Oh, was it? Yeah.
I loved that.
I've gone theatre before, but like I like certain places, but so I wanted to try different stuff. Don't get it twisted. Like to be fair, my boys have been saying like let's go to a brunch, but it's like, you know, the ones where it just doesn't fruition. Into something, can it?
Yeah. I think.
But
I think the new experiences, and don't get me wrong, I will say here, I've tried this new things. I've tried some of them. You might be like Steve trying to joke, but I'm
give an example of a new thing that you tried.
Like bubble tea. I knew I wouldn't like it.
Oh,
I tried it.
I tried bubble tea.
That is dead. I don't like it, but I'm happy I tried it. Now I can say it's dead of chest. Or I've tried skydiving, that indoor skydiving thing.
You tried that?
I don't rate it. I mean,
no, but I'd rather jump out an actual
plane.
plane.
Do you know what I'm saying? Okay, what about actually like?
Do you know what's funny? Whilst you're thinking, I was literally speaking to someone right now, yeah, and she was like, you know, she enjoys like calm stuff, like, so she's the opposite of me, and she was saying that because she's traveling or whatever, because speaking about traveling or whatnot, and she was like, like I enjoy going on calm holidays, like whereby she's just at the beach reading a book, like type just scenery, innit? And but then she said now she's trying to introduce that clubbing and sort of partying whilst abroad, innit? Yeah. And in my head I was like, I'm sort of like the flip.
The flip, yeah.
So I've been all my holidays every summer with the boys.
No, but I get that because why go abroad to do something I can do here? No, I'm backing that. I'm actually backing. No, because I've always said like I get what she's saying, but I don't get people that do that. Just go captain.
But at the same time though, no, because there's a difference. Trust me, there's a difference, bro. Because for example, like that's why I went to like Naples for like a few days, because it's different. Because
breaks.
Because Naples is like a proper like just a nice city, and then I went to Capri from Naples, which is like an island.
Like Osimhen's brother.
Not even. People are mad cool though. People are mad cool, but then
it's dangerous. Naples is dangerous.
People told me that before. I was cool. I was patting there, man.
No, but you said
I loved it. I was walking in dark, pitch dark, alone.
My friends that just recently went to Milan said one is overhyped and two there's hella pickpockets, hella.
Oh no, I was imagine I was chatting to a girl in Naples. I could see the black brother trying to reach for her phone, and she couldn't see. I was like, bro, you know he's literally about to take your phone. I had to alert her, bro. But like so, and then I went to Capri. So like seeing that nice scenery, just chilling, like eating seafood. Like to me,
there's some things that make you feel like you're broad and rich. Like eating seafood is one of them.
I was eating mussels.
Mussels are leg.
I was eating mussels. It was actually decent.
Mussels are leg.
And I was eating it with like pasta, but this is Italian pasta.